Noga 77 holds the top position, followed by Okyoki 3 in second and Gary Z in third. They are really setting the pace right now. The race is heating up with Mro 96 now in third place after overtaking Gary Z. Lacroix 1980 has also made a move to 8th place by passing Wayne Train 94. Further back, Bobardo and Sabine 27 have advanced to 13th place by overtaking Lazelost. Meringram has made a strong move, overtaking 4 cars to take 17p. Aslani 9 and Nukambakum are on the move, overtaking 5 cars to secure 25p. VIs and Surayan Bot are also making gains, overtaking 4 cars to claim 28p. Mro 96 has surged to 2p, passing Gary Z. Meanwhile, Gary Z has made a move to 3p, overtaking Noga 77. An exciting battle now unfolds between Gary Z and Noga 77 for the third position. Bahrain's Warcry is now in 5th place, passing Gary Z. Sidriq from Team COD and Amin San are fiercely competing for 7th position. Lacroix 1980 from Team Blast, MD 162, and Super Lacroix are in a tight battle for 9th place. OOF, it's a Lambo party out here. Traffic jam at the refuel is the new meta, folks. And as for the missing car, don't worry, we've got an APB out for it. MD 162 and Super Lacroix have advanced to 8p, surpassing Sidriq. One Serious Guy and Capodelli are now at 15p, overtaking Eastgene 7. Duff Dad from Team COT has moved up to 25p, passing Hot Wheel Skid 01. Gary Z and Amin San are currently in a tight battle for 6th place. Sidriq has made a move up to 8th, overtaking both MD 162 and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, Sidriq, MD 162, and Super Lacroix are engaged in a close fight for the 8th position. One Serious Guy said, "Hey Amy, who is in 35th? It seems like Skippeeks and Stiffs Machenjunj are bringing up the rear in 35th with the Nissan GTR Nismo. Looks like they've got some catching up to do." Sidriq moves up to 7p, overtaking Amin San. Amin San and MD 162 and Super Lacroix are battling for 8p. Bobardo and Sabine 27 move up to 10p, overtaking Lacroix 1980. Baryonyx Warcry has advanced to 3p, surpassing Gary Z. Cedric has climbed to 6p, overtaking Nogus 77. Amin Zhang, Bobardo, and Sabine 27 are currently entangled in a battle for 9p. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are experiencing a setback, dropping 8 places to 21p. Gary Z has made a move to 5p, overtaking Cedric. Resulti Adhar has advanced to 13p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Komodo 3K advances to 14p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. John Speeder and Amy move up to 19p, passing Blue Goose 19. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit climb to 22p, overtaking Zago 22. Luke is in the lead, while Meyer and Neo Texan are fiercely battling for the 28th position. Meyer is behind the wheel of a BMW M612, and Neo Texan is driving a Porsche 718 Boxster S. Neo Texan has made a significant move up to 28p, overtaking both Luke Runs and Meyer. Luke is leading the race. In the back, Meyer and Neo Texan are fiercely competing for the 28th position. Meyer is driving a BMW M612, while Neo Texan is behind the wheel of a Porsche 718 Boxster S. Yasjin 7 in the Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray and Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings in the Dodge Viper ACR08 are fiercely contesting for 16p. In another part of the track, Luke Runs and Meyer have made significant progress, with Meyer overtaking Neo Texan to secure 28p. Hugged 03 is now in 16th place after overtaking Yasjin 7. In a separate battle, Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have moved up to 21st, surpassing Hot Wheels Skid 01. Currently, Justice for Wisp and Nibbit are competing against Hot Wheels Skid 01 for the 21st spot. Baryonyx Warcry has made a move to take the 3rd position, overtaking Nogus 77. Meanwhile, Gary Z from Team No Name Racing is gaining on Nogus 77, closing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Over in the mid-pack, Aslani 9 and Nikembakim are in a tussle with Luke Runs and Meyer for the 27th spot. It's a mix of Holden Commodore GTS 09 and BMW M612 battling it out. Luke has made an impressive move, and Meyer has advanced to 27p, surpassing Aslani 9 and Nikembakim. Currently, Luke Runs and Meyer is engaged in a tight battle with Aslani 9 and Nikembakim for 27p. The cars involved are a BMW M612 driven by Meyer and a Holden Commodore GTS 09 driven by Aslani 9 and Nikembakim. MRO 96 and Baryonyx Warcry are dueling for 2p. Meanwhile, a fierce battle is on between Baryonyx Warcry and Nogus 77 for 3p. Neo Texan is making moves, now in 28p after overtaking Aslani 9 and Nikembakim. Baryonyx Warcry has moved up to 2p, overtaking Row 96. Meanwhile, Cedric has moved up to 6p, overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix. And now, MD 162 and Super Lacroix have moved up to 7p, overtaking Nogus 77. Mro 96 is on the move, overtaking for cars to take 2P. Baryonyx Warcry is also making moves, overtaking 5 cars to claim 3P. And just like that, Mro 96 has now moved up to 2P, overtaking Baryonyx Warcry. Hot Wheels Skid 01 has advanced to 22P, surpassing Zago 22. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit are inching closer to Blue Goose 19, cutting the lead by 2.0 seconds. Zago 22 has made a move up to 22P, successfully overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01. Luke is making a run, and there's a battle between Meyer and Neo Texan for 27th position. Meyer is in a BMW M612, and Neo Texan is driving a Porsche 718 Boxster S. Amin San and Lacroix 1980 are in a fierce battle for the 8th position. Lacroix 1980 has advanced to 7P by overtaking Amin San. Currently, Amin San and Lacroix 1980 are engaged in a tight battle for the 8th position. Lacroix 1980 from Team Blast has taken the 8th position, overtaking Amin San. Nogas 77 has moved into 10th place after overtaking Wayne Train 94. Nogas 77 and Wayne Train 94 are currently battling it out for the 10th position. Hot 03 has advanced to position 15, successfully passing One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have made a strong move, now sitting in 20th place after overtaking Blue Goose 19. Bo Bardo and Sabine 27 are making gains, closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 3.3. Luke extends his lead, while Meyer and Neo Texan are fiercely contesting the 27th position. Meyer is in a BMW M612, and Neo Texan in a Porsche 718 Boxster S. John Speeder and Amy are in a tight battle with Justice for Wisp and Nibbit for the 19th position. It's an intense matchup between the Infiniti Q50 Eau Rouge and the Dodge Viper ACR08. Meanwhile, Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg have made significant progress, advancing to 33rd place after overtaking Amaljit and Okyoki 8. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to position 10, surpassing Laserlost. Meanwhile, Laserlost has also climbed a spot to position 11 by overtaking Nogas 77. Currently, there's a tight battle between Laserlost and Nogas 77 for the 11th position. Wayne Train 94 has made a move up to 9p, surpassing Amin San. Currently, Hogged 03 and One Serious Guy along with Capridelli are in a fierce battle for 15p. Now, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are steadily catching up to Amaljet and Okyoki 8, lessening the margin by 2.3. Noga 77 has advanced to 10th place, passing Amin San. Hogged 03 has progressed to 14th place, overtaking One Serious Guy and Capridelli. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are closing in on Amaljet and Okyoki 8, reducing the gap by 3.5 seconds. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making a strong move, catching up to Amaljet and Okyoki 8, reducing the gap by 4.3 seconds. Hogged 03, One Serious Guy, and Capridelli are fiercely contesting for the 14th position. Meanwhile, Komodo 3K and Isjian 7 are locked in a battle for 16th place. The race is definitely heating up in the middle of the pack. Luke is leading the pack, while Meyer and Neo Texum are fiercely battling for the 28th position. Meyer is behind the wheel of a BMW M612, and Neo Texum is maneuvering a Porsche 718 Boxster S. Baryonyx Warcry has secured the second position by overtaking row 96. Meanwhile, Gary Z and Sidriq are in a tight battle for 4th place. Noga 77 has made a move up to 9th place by overtaking Amin San. MD 162 and Super Lacroix have moved up to 5p, overtaking Sidriq. MD 162 and Super Lacroix and Sidriq from Team COD are in a battle for 5p. Noga 77 has moved up to 9p, overtaking Wayne Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners. Row 96 is making a rapid push, closing the gap on Baryonyx Warcry by 8.5. Meanwhile, MD 162, Super Lacroix, and Sidriq are locked in a tense battle for 5th place. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making an impressive charge, closing the gap on Amaljet and Okyoki 8 by 51.8. Isjian 7 advances to 16th place, passing Komodo 3K. It's a tight battle between the two. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gaining on Amaljet and Okyoki 8, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Sidriq makes a bold move, jumping to 5th place after overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix. The battle for 5th place is heating up between Sidriq, MD 162, and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gaining on Amaljet and Okyoki 8, reducing the gap by 3.6 seconds. Row 96 and Sidriq are neck and neck for the 4th position. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making gains, closing in on Amaljet and Okyoki 8 by 3.0 seconds. Neo Texum in the Porsche 718 Boxster S, a slimy 9, and Nikembakim in the Holden Commodore GTS 09 are locked in a tight battle for 29th place. Hugged03 has climbed to 14p, passing one Sirius Guy and Capodelli. ESGN 7 and Komodo 3K are fighting for 16p. It's a Corvette C7 Stingray against a Dodge Viper ACR08. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have advanced to 18p, overtaking Meringham. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have advanced to 18th place, overtaking Meringham. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gaining on Amaljit and Okyoki 8, closing the gap by 4.0 seconds. One Sirius Guy and Capodelli overtakes Hugged03, claiming 14th place. The Aston Martin Vantage GT12 shows its prowess against the Dodge Viper ACR08. In another close battle, Komodo 3K and ESGN 7 are fighting for 16th place, with the Dodge Viper ACR08 and Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray going head-to-head. Gary Z is putting the pressure on Baryonyx Warcry, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Amin San is making moves, now in 10th place after overtaking Laserlost. Laserlost has responded by overtaking Wayne Train 94 and is now in 11th place. Rizaldi Adhar climbs to 12p, passing one Sirius Guy and Capodelli. One Sirius Guy and Capodelli now at 13p, overtaking Laserlost. Komodo 3K advances to 15p, passing Hugged03. Hugged03 has advanced to 14p, passing one Sirius Guy and Capodelli. Meringham has advanced to 19p, overtaking Blue Goose 19. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gaining on Amaljit and Okyoki 8, reducing the gap by 3.0 seconds. Hugged03 and Komodo 3K are in a battle for 14p. Blue Goose 19 has moved up to 19p, overtaking Meringham. Bobardo and Sabine 27 is reeling in Amaljit and Okyoki 8, closing the gap by 3.6. Hugged03 is making moves, overtaking Rizaldi Adhar for 13th place. Both drivers are pushing hard, with Hugged03 in a Dodge Viper ACR08 and Rizaldi Adhar in a Lamborghini Shan FKP37. Komodo 3K and ESGN 7 are locked in a tight battle for 16th place, with Komodo 3K driving a Dodge Viper ACR08 and ESGN 7 in a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. Excellent maneuver by Baryonyx Warcry, securing the second position by overtaking Gary Z, Lacroix 1980 and Nulgus 77 are fiercely competing for the 8th spot, while Komodo 3K has made a significant move to 16th place by overtaking ESGN 7. Nulgus 77 has made a strong move, now in 8th place after overtaking Lacroix 1980. Meanwhile, Meringham has advanced to 19th place, passing Blue Goose 19. The battle between Meringham and Blue Goose 19 for 19th place continues, with Merringham in an Aston Martin Vantage 18 and Blue Goose 19 in a Dodge Viper ACR 08. Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings has made a move, now at 14p, overtaking Komodo 3K. Komodo 3K is up to 15p, passing One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Komodo 3K and One Serious Guy and Capodelli are in a tight battle for 15p, with Komodo 3K driving a Dodge Viper ACR 08 and One Serious Guy and Capodelli in an Aston Martin Vantage GT12. Komodo 3K, One Serious Guy, and Capodelli are fiercely competing for the 15th position. Blue Goose 19 has made a strong move up to 19th place, overtaking Justice for Wisp and Nippet. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 4.5 seconds. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 9p, surpassing Lacroix 1980. One Serious Guy and Capodelli are now in 14p after overtaking Hugged 03. John Speeder and Amy have moved up to 20p, overtaking Justice for Wisp and Nibbit. ESGN 7 has successfully advanced to 16p, surpassing Komodo 3K. The two are currently engaged in a competitive battle for the 16th position. Additionally, John Speeder and Amy, along with Justice for Wisp and Nibbit, are fiercely contending for the 20th spot. ESGN 7 in the Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray is locked in a tight duel with Komodo 3K in the Dodge Viper ACR 08 for the 16th position. Meanwhile, Luke Runs and Meyer have made significant progress, climbing to 28th place by overtaking Aslani 9 and Mukumbakum. Additionally, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are steadily gaining ground on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. I see the Lambo are causing quite the commotion out there. It's all part of the thrill, right? But seriously, Rizzle AI, play nice, let's keep it fair for everyone. Komodo 3K advances to 15p, passing Hugged 03. Blue Goose 19 climbs to 18p, overtaking Merringham. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 5.0. Hugged 03 has advanced to 15p, surpassing Komodo 3K. Both are now fiercely contesting the 15th position. Hugged 03 and Komodo 3K are locked in a tight battle for the 15th position. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making a move, closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Hugged 03 and Komodo 3K are fighting for position 15. Meanwhile, Aslani 9, Mukembakum, and Neo Texum are locked in a three-way battle for the 29th spot. Exciting action all around the track. Sidriq from Team COD is currently in a fierce battle with Mro 96 for the 4th position. Neo Texum is making impressive progress, moving up to 29p and overtaking both Aslani 9 and Nukembakum. Neo Texum, Aslani 9, and Nukembakum are now locked in a tight battle for the 29th spot, with Neo Texum driving a Porsche 718 Bonster S and Aslani 9, and Nukembakum driving a Holden Commodore GTS 09. Hugged 03 has advanced to 14p, surpassing Wizaldi Adhar. Meanwhile, John Speeder and Amy have both progressed to 19p, overtaking Meringham. There's currently a tight contest for 19p between John Speeder and Amy in an Infiniti Q50 Eau Rouge and Meringham in an Aston Martin Vantage 18. John Speeder and Amy have made a strong move, advancing to 19th place and overtaking Meringham. MD 162, Super Lacroix, and Mro 96 are engaged in a tight battle for the 5th position. Noga 77 has made a great move up to 7p, passing Lacroix 1980. Lacroix 1980 also made a move up to 8p, overtaking Mro 96. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are catching up with Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, decreasing the gap by 2.9. Amin San has made an impressive move, climbing to 10p by overtaking Mro 96. In the meantime, Hugged 03 and Wizaldi Adhar are locked in a fierce battle for 14p, with Hugged 03 in a Dodge Viper ACR 08 and Wizaldi Adhar in a Lamborghini Shan FKP 37. Laserlost takes over 11p from Mro 96, while Wizaldi Adhar surpasses Hugged 03 for 14p. A tense competition ensues between Wizaldi Adhar's Lamborghini Shan FKP 37 and Hugged 03's Dodge Viper ACR 08 for the 14th position. One Serious Guy and Capodelli are now at 12p, overtaking Wizaldi Adhar. Wizaldi Adhar has moved up to 13p, overtaking Hugged 03. Komodo 3K has moved up to 15p, overtaking Yasjian 7. John Speeder and Amy have advanced to 18p, overtaking Meringham. Meringham has moved up to 19p, surpassing Justice for Wisp and Nibbit. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit moved up to 20p, overtaking Mro 96. Hot Wheel Skid 01 is now in 21st place, overtaking Zagode 22. Zagode 22 has moved up to 22nd place, passing Duff Dad from Team COD. Duff Dad is now in 23rd place, overtaking Mro 96. John 073 has made a move, now at position 25 after overtaking Mro 96. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are catching up to V-Ice and Sarayan Bot, closing the gap by 2.6 seconds. It seems like we've got some action at the pits. The strategies are starting to play out. Let's see how it all unfolds. Bobardo and Sabine 27 have made a strong move, advancing to 32p by overtaking V-Ice and Sarayan Bot. Understood. Hugged 03 advances to 13th place, overtaking Wizaldi Adhar. Luke runs and Meyer climbs to 27th, passing Neo Texum. Now, Neo Texan moves up to 28th, overtaking Aslani 9 and Nukambakim. Hugt 03 is now in 13th place, overtaking Komodo 3K. Meanwhile, Komodo 3K has moved up to 14th, overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Also, Bobardo and Sabine 27 have advanced to 31st place, overtaking V-Ice and Surayan Bot. Gary Z is now in 2nd place, successfully overtaking Baryonyx Warcry. Meringram has made a move up to 18th place, passing John Speeder and Amy. A heated battle for 18th place is underway between Meringram, John Speeder, and Amy. Meringram is driving an Aston Martin Vantage 18, while John Speeder and Amy are both in an Infiniti Q50 Eau Rouge. MD 162 and Super Lacroix have stormed up the field, overtaking 4 cars to claim 1P and 4P respectively. Wayne Train 94 isn't far behind, overtaking 4 cars to secure 5P. Baryonyx Warcry now leads the race after overtaking 5 cars. Gary Z has made a significant move, overtaking 7 cars to secure 2nd place. Noga 77 is closing in on Amin San, reducing the gap by 6.7 seconds. Noga 77 has made a bold move, overtaking 4 cars to secure 4P. Amaljit and Okyoki 8 are on the hunt, closing the gap to Mro 96 by 573.2. Wayne Train 94 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners has surged to 6P, overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix. MD 162 and Super Lacroix are making a move on Amin San, closing the gap by 47.1. ESGN 7 is on the move, overtaking 4 cars to take 12P. Keep an eye on the action. Laserlost is now just 2.4 seconds behind ESGN 7. Meringram has advanced to 16P, overtaking Rizaldi Adhar. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are closing in on Aslani 9 and Nukambakim, reducing the gap by 2.1. Zago 22 has made an impressive move, overtaking 4 cars to secure 17th place. Hugt 03 is now in 14th position after passing Rizaldi Adhar, who is now in 15th place after overtaking Komodo 3K. Zago 22 advances to 15th place, passing Rizaldi Adhar. Hot Wheel Skid 01 of Team Wine and Midnight Runners overtakes Komodo 3K, moving up to 17th place. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit overtake Meringram, climbing to 21st place. Meringram is closing in on John Speeder and Amy, reducing the gap by 34.8 units. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is quickly catching up to Luke Runs and Meyer, closing the gap by 49.8 units. Additionally, Hot Wheel Skid 01 and Komodo 3K are locked in a battle for the 17th position, with Hot Wheel Skid 01 in a Chevrolet Camaro SS17 and Komodo 3K in a Dodge Viper ACR08. Blue Goose 19 is closing in on Hot Wheel Skid 01, narrowing the gap by 9.5. MD 162 and Super Lacroix are now at 8P, surpassing Amin San. Komodo 3K has advanced to 17P, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01 from Team Wang and Midnight Runners. ESGN7 making a strong move up to 11p, overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gradually closing the gap on Duff Dad by 2.2 seconds. Laserlost is making moves, overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli to secure the 12th position. Meanwhile, MRO96 is closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.6 seconds. Haupt 03 is making a significant move, closing the gap by 50.9 seconds on One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Hot Wheels Skid 01 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners has made a strong move, advancing to 17p by overtaking Komodo 3K. John 073 has climbed to 23rd place, surpassing Meringham. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is catching up to Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Mro 96 is making moves, closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, reducing the gap by 2.3. ESGN7 has made a great move, securing the 10th position by overtaking Cedric. Meanwhile, Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Komodo 3K are fiercely battling for the 17th spot in their Chevrolet Camaro SS17 and Dodge Viper ACR08 respectively. MD 162 and Super Lacroix now at 7p after overtaking Lacroix 1980. Komodo 3K advanced to 17p, passing Hot Wheels Skid 01. There's an intense battle between MD 162, Super Lacroix, and Lacroix 1980 for the 7th spot. Okioki 3 has made a strong move up to 2p, passing Gary Z. Meanwhile, Lacroix 1980 is making moves, overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix to secure 7p. There's an interesting battle for 7p among Lacroix 1980, MD 162, and Super Lacroix. VIs and Sir Ironbot are on the move, narrowing the gap by 6.2, chasing down Bobardo and Sabine 27. One Serious Guy and Capodelli are making moves, advancing to 12p, overtaking Haupt 03. Resulti Adhar is also climbing up, now at 15p after passing Komodo 3K. Mro 96 is making moves, closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg by 6.1. Gary Z from Team No Name Racing has surged to 2p, passing Okioki 3. There's a fierce battle between Gary Z and Okioki 3 for 2p. John 073 is closing in on Zago 22, narrowing the gap by 34.1 units. A fierce battle is ongoing between Okioki 3 and Gary Z for 2nd place. Additionally, Komodo 3K has made a move up to 15th position, overtaking Resulti Adhar. Gary Z from Team COD has made a significant move, pushing up to 2p by overtaking Okioki 3. Meanwhile, Amin-san has advanced to 8p, passing Lacroix 1980. Amin-san and Lacroix 1980 are now locked in a battle for the 8th position. Aslani 9 and Nukembakum are closing in on Jump 073, reducing the gap by 42.2. Mro 96 is catching up to Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg, closing the gap by 2.8. Gary Z and Okyoki 3 are currently locked in a battle for 2p. ESGN 7 has made a move up to 13p, overtaking Hugged 03. Bobardo and Sabine 27 have advanced to 28p, surpassing Neo Texum. Gary Z and Okyoki 3 are neck and neck for the second position. The Ice and Sarayanbot have made significant progress, reaching 29p and overtaking Neo Texum. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is making gains, closing in on Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg by reducing the gap by 3.0. Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg have surged ahead, overtaking 8 cars to secure the 25th position. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have advanced to 19th place, overtaking Hot Wheel Skid 01. Additionally, Twix 560 and Suzanne Greenberg have also moved up to 25th, passing Jump 073. MD 162 and Super Lacroix are in a fierce battle for the 7th position. Zago 22 has made a significant move up to 22nd place, passing Hot Wheel Skid 01 from Team Wang and Midnight Runners. Duff Dad is steadily closing in on Hot Wheel Skid 01, reducing the gap by 4.0 seconds. Mega Driver 162 and Super Lacroix are in a tight battle for 7th place. Meanwhile, Duff Dad is closing in on Hot Wheels Kid 01, reducing the gap by 2.0 seconds. Gary_Z and Okyoki 3 of Team COD are fiercely competing for the 2nd position. Amin-san has made a move up to 7th place, successfully overtaking MD_162 and Super Lacroix. Currently, Amin-san, MD_162, and Super Lacroix are engaged in a heated battle for the 7th position. The Ice and Sarayanbot are making a strong move, catching up to Aslani 9 and Nukembakum by reducing the gap by 19.0. Noga 77 takes the lead and moves up to 3p, surpassing Okyoki 3 from Team COD. Meanwhile, Hugged 03 and ESGN 7 are in a tight battle for 13p. Neo Texum makes a move, climbing to 29p, overtaking Aslani 9 and Nukembakum. Noga 77 makes a strong move to take 2p from Gary Z. Gary Z and Okyoki 3 are fighting for 3p. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are closing in on Jump 073, reducing the gap by 2.9 seconds. Noga 77 and Gary Z are fighting for the 2nd position, while Merringham has advanced to 20th place, overtaking Zago 22. In turn, Zago 22 has moved up to 21st, passing John Speeder and Amy. Noga 77 and Gary Z are neck and neck for the 2nd position. Duff Dad has made a strong move up to 23rd, overtaking John Speeder and Amy. The Ice, Sarayanbot, and Neo Texum are locked in a battle for 28th, each driving distinct car models. Gary Z has made a strong move up to 2p, leaving Nogus 77 behind. Now there's a heated battle between Gary Z and Nogus 77 for 2p. Meanwhile, Nogus 77 and Okyoki 3 are locked in a fight for 3p. Gary Z and Nogus 77 are fighting for the second position. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is catching up to Aslani 9 and Nukembakken, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Neo Texum is closing in on John Speeder and Amy, reducing the gap by 586.6. Aslani 9 and Nukembakken are gaining on Mro 96, closing the gap by 6.5. Nogus 77 has advanced to 2p, overtaking Gary Z. Okyoki 3 has made a move to secure the third position, overtaking Gary Z. It's now a heated battle between Okyoki 3 and Gary Z for that spot. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gaining on John 073, closing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Gary Z has made a move up to 3p, overtaking Okyoki 3. Lacroix 1980 also advances to 9p, overtaking Sidriq. Gary Z and Okyoki 3 are fiercely competing for the third position. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is steadily gaining ground on Neo Texum, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making significant gains on Duff Dad, closing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Mro 96 has made a significant move, advancing to 28p by overtaking Neo Texum. Okyoki 3 has made a strong move to take over 2p from Nogus 77. The battle for the second spot is heating up between these two drivers. Okyoki 3 has managed to overtake Nogus 77 and is now in second place. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to 5p, surpassing Amin-san. Amaljet and Okyoki 8 are rapidly closing in on VIs and Sarayan Bot, reducing the gap by 40.2. Amaljet and Okyoki 8 are making a strong push, reducing the gap to VIs and Sarayan Bot by 8.1. Duff Dad has made a move up to 22p, passing Hot Wheels Kid 01 from Team Wang and Midnight Runners. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making some gains, reducing the gap to Duff Dad by 2.5. Bobardo and Sabine 27 have made a significant move, closing in on Duff Dad by 2.2 seconds. Mro 96 advances to 26p, overtaking John Speeder and Amy. They are now in a tight battle for the 26th position. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are closing in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making an impressive move, closing in on Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is also reeling in John 073, decreasing the gap by 2.3 seconds. Mro 96 is reeling in John 073, closing the gap by 2.3. Hugged 03 from Team Navgum Kings has made a tremendous move, advancing to 12p by overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Coming up next, we have Komodo 3K being overtaken by Blue Goose 19. Mro 96 is gaining on John 073, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Gary Z has made a move, now in third place after overtaking Milgus 77. Mro 96 is on the chase, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds behind John 073. Wayne Train 94 has advanced to the 5th position after surpassing Milgus 77. Hey there, Street 4 NDZH. Welcome back to the racetrack. Great to have you tuning in again. Let's enjoy some awesome R-driven race car action together. Amin-san has moved up to 6p, overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix. MD 162 and Super Lacroix has moved up to 7p, overtaking Lacroix 1980. Lacroix 1980 has moved up to 8p, overtaking Cedric. Louis Asgel said, "Is that Dubai Autodrome?" No, we're currently racing at the Bahrain track. It's a popular circuit for motorsports events. If you have any questions or want to join in the fun, just type, "Hey Amy," and ask away. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making moves, overtaking Duff Dad from Team COD to take 23rd position. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is steadily gaining on John 073, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Mro 96 has narrowed the distance to John 073 by 2.2. MD 162 and Super Lacroix are now in 6th place after overtaking Amin San from Team Nafgum Kings. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have advanced to 18th place, passing Blue Goose 19. Amin San has made significant progress, now at 6p after overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, MD 162 and Super Lacroix are contending for 7p with Lacroix 1980. Additionally, Blue Goose 19 has advanced to 18p, surpassing Justice for Wisp and Nibbit. John Speeder and Amy are making a strong move, narrowing the gap to MRO 96 by 7.4. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 have advanced to 22p, overtaking Hot Wheels Kid 01. Keep an eye on MRO 96 as well, closing in on John B 073 by 2.6. Bobardo and Sabine 27 have advanced to 21p, overtaking Hot Wheels Kid 01. Hot Wheels Kid 01 has progressed to 22p, surpassing Duff Dad. Duff Dad has moved up to 23p, leaving Blue Goose 19 behind. The battle is heating up as Blue Goose 19 narrows the gap to Duff Dad by 574.7. And now John 073 is on the move, closing in on Blue Goose 19 by 600.0. The competition is getting intense. Mro 96 is rapidly closing the gap, now just 592.6 units behind Blue Goose 19. VIs and Surayan Bot have made a move up to 31p, overtaking John Speeder and Amy. Komodo 3K has significantly closed the gap on Resulti Adhar by 2.1. Aslani 9 and Nukembakim have advanced to 27p, surpassing Neo Texum. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are gaining on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Bobardo and Sabine 27 continue to gain ground on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. Amaljit and Okyoki 8 are making significant gains, closing in on John Speeder and Amy by 181.0 units. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 are also narrowing the gap on Zago 22 by 2.1 units. The competition is heating up as the race progresses. Mo96 has made a significant move, advancing to 24p and overtaking Blue Goose 19. MD162 and Super Lacroix, along with Lacroix 1980, are in a close battle for 7th position. Komodo 3K has made a strong move and is now in 15th place, overtaking Resuldi Adhar. Lacroix 1980 has advanced to 7p, surpassing both MD162 and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, Resuldi Adhar has climbed to 15p, overtaking Komodo 3K. Mo96 is closing in on Duvdad, reducing the gap by 2.0. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making gains on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. Okyoki 3 has taken the lead from Baryonyx Warcry. Hugged 03 has advanced to 12th place, passing One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Amin-san and Lacroix 1980 are going head-to-head for the 6th position. Zago 22, Bobardo, and Sabine 27 are currently in a tight battle for the 20th spot. Zago 22 is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray, while Bobardo and Sabine 27 are driving a Lamborghini Sián FKP 37. Lacroix 1980, MD162, and Super Lacroix are in a heated battle for 7th place. Hugged 03 has made a move up to 13th, overtaking Isgian 7. Meanwhile, Zago 22, Bobardo, and Sabine 27 are locked in a tight fight for the 20th spot. Zago 22 is in a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray, while Bobardo and Sabine 27 is driving a Lamborghini Sián FKP 37. Gary Z is making gains, closing the gap to Okyoki 3 by 2.1. Amin-san has overtaken Wayne Train 94 for 5th place. MD162 and Super Lacroix have also overtaken Lacroix 1980, moving up to 7th place. Lacroix 1980 has made a move to claim the 6th position, overtaking both MD162 and Super Lacroix. There's a fierce battle for 6th place between Lacroix 1980, MD162, and Super Lacroix. Meanwhile, Cedric from Team COD has advanced to 8th place, surpassing Wayne Train 94. Noga 77 is closing in on Wayne Train 94, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Mo96 has made a move, closing in on Duvdad by 2.5 seconds. Cedric from Team COD and Wayne Train 94 are duking it out for the 8th position. Isgian 7 has made a move up to 14th, overtaking Komodo 3K. Lacroix 1980 and Sidric are in a close battle for 7th position. The Eyes and Sir Ironbot are catching up to Luke Runs and Meyer, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. The R-driven car Sidric has advanced to 7th place, surpassing Lacroix 1980. Lacroix 1980 and Sidric are in a battle for 7p. Lacroix 1980 and Sidric are battling it out for the 7th position. Meringham is narrowing the gap, now only 2.3 seconds behind Justice for Wisp and Nibbit. Mro 96 has closed the gap on Dovdad by 2.2. Okyoki 3 from Team COD is making impressive progress, closing the gap by 31.1 and steadily gaining on Baryonyx Warcry. Baryonyx Warcry has overtaken Gary Z, moving to 2p. Hot Wheels Skid 01 and Dovdad are fighting for 22p. Blue Goose 19 is catching up to Mro 96, closing the gap by 4.3 seconds. MD 162 and Super Lacroix making some bold moves, overtaking for cars to secure 2p. Lacroix 1980 has also made a strong move, advancing to 4p by passing Sidric. Gary Z is making big moves, overtaking 5 cars to grab the 2nd position. It's impressive to see such quick progress from Gary Z of Team No Name Racing. Aminsan making a strong move to 5p, successfully overtaking MD 162 and Super Lacroix. Lacroix 1980 is steadily closing in on MD 162 and Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 3.0. Noga 77 has moved up to 10p, surpassing Laserlost. Siddiq is putting the pressure on Wayne Train 94, reducing the gap by 27.6. Laserlost is closing in on Logos 77, shrinking the gap by 20.5. Neo Texum is making significant gains on Row 96, cutting the gap by 64.5. Hey there, Everlasting Apex. Welcome back to the racetrack. We've missed having you here. Let's rev up our engines and enjoy the adrenaline-filled action together. Morning, everyone. Looks like the Lambo beat the traffic today, huh? Always great to see. One Serious Guy and Capodelli have made a solid move up to 10p by overtaking Milgas 77. Dovdad has shown progress, moving up to 22p after overtaking Hot Wheels Kid 01. Mro 96 is making gains, closing in on Jump 073 with a 2.5 second reduction in the gap. Vies and Surayanbot has made significant progress, overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer to move up to 30p. Resultiadhar is making a swift move, rapidly closing the gap on Komodo 3K by 22.6. MD 162 and Super Lacroix are right on Amin San's tail, reducing the gap by 2.5. Hugged 03 is on the move, advancing to 15p with a successful overtake on Komodo 3K. Dufdad is making moves, now just 11.6 seconds behind Meringram. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have surged to 20p, overtaking Meringram. And Dufdad continues to close the gap on Meringram by 11.6 seconds. Hot Wheel Skid 01 has made a move and is now in 22nd position, overtaking Dufdad. Blue Goose 19 has advanced to 23p by overtaking Dufdad. Nolga 77 is making moves, now in 10th place after overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. A three-way battle for that position is heating up between them. Nolga 77 is in a Lamborghini Shan FKP 37 while One Serious Guy and Capodelli are both in an Aston Martin Vantage GT12. Mro 96 is making a rapid move, closing the gap on Dufdad by 49.4. Nolga 77 has made some impressive progress, securing the 10th position and overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. MD 162 and Super Lacroix advance to 5p, overtaking Amin San. They are now engaged in a heated battle for the position. Mro 96 is making significant gains on Dufdad, reducing the gap by 2.4. Zagoat 22 has advanced to 18p, overtaking both Bobardo and Sabine 27. Bobardo and Sabine 27 have made a significant push, closing the gap to Zagoat 22 by 6.2 units. However, Justice for Wisp and Nibbit are hot on their tails, reducing the gap by a whopping 41.2 units. It's getting intense out there. Meringram is quickly catching up to Bobardo and Sabine 27, reducing the gap by 49.5. Laserlost has advanced to 11th place, overtaking One Serious Guy and Capodelli. Exciting developments as Meringram continues to close in on Bobardo and Sabine 27, cutting the gap by 49.5. Lacroix 1980 has advanced to 6p, surpassing Amin San. They are now in a tight battle for 6p. Mro 96 has also climbed to 25p, overtaking Duff Dad. Luke is in the lead, and Meyer is closing in on Weiss and Sir Ironbot, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Noga 77 is gaining on Cedric from Team COD, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Zago 22 has advanced to 18p, surpassing Justice for Wisp and Nibbit in the process. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit are making a strong move, closing in on Zago 22 from Team Vanguard with a 2.0 second gap reduction. Luke has taken the lead, with Meyer and John Speeder battling it out. Meanwhile, I'm in a tight race for 31st place with Amy, both driving an aggressive battle in our cars. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit in a Dodge Viper ACR08 are neck and neck with Bobardo and Sabine 27 in a Lamborghini Shan FKP 37, fighting for the 19th position. Wayne Train 94 skillfully overtakes Amin San, securing the 7th position. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Sabine 27 make impressive moves to take the 19th spot from Justice for Wisp and Nibbit. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making gains, closing in on Zago 22 by 2.2 seconds. Bobardo and Sabine 27 have demonstrated impressive skill as they are closing in on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 3.1 seconds. Zago 22 and Bobardo and Sabine 27 are currently engaged in a fierce battle for the 18th position. Zago 22's Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray is facing off against Bobardo and Sabine 27's Lamborghini Shan FKP 37. Mro 96 is closing in on Jump 073, reducing the gap by 2.3. Aegean 7 has been overtaken by Hoped 03, who has closed the gap by 3.9 seconds. Laserlost has made a massive move, narrowing the gap to Hoped 03 by 595.2. The competition is heating up as Komodo 3K closes in on Aegean 7, reducing the gap by 4.3. Bobardo and Sabine 27 are making gains, reducing the gap to Rizaldi Adhar by 2.2 seconds. V_Ice and Sir Ironbot have made progress, reaching 29p and overtaking John Speeder and Amy. Justice for Wisp and Nibbit have made a move, advancing to 19p by overtaking Zago 22. Brian is facing some tough competition as he slips further to 12th place. Hot Wheels Skid 01 is closing in on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 4.6 seconds. Hot Wheels Skid 01 has advanced to 21st place, overtaking Blue Goose 19. Meanwhile, Blue Goose 19 has climbed to 22nd, surpassing Zago 22. Mro 96 is rapidly closing in on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 44.4 seconds. Hot Wheels Skate 01 is making a remarkable move, closing in on Merringham by 20.0. Meanwhile, MD 162, Super Lacroix, and Lacroix 1980 from Team Blast are fiercely battling for the 5th position. MD 162 and Super Lacroix now in 5p, overtaking Lacroix 1980. Hoped 03 up to 13p, parsing Laserlost. Mro 96 closing in on Zago 22, reducing the gap by 2.7. Mro 96 has made a move, advancing to 23p by overtaking Zago 22. Mro 96 is really making a move, closing in on Hot Wheels Skid 01 by 2.0. Aslani 9 and Nikembakim are making a strong push, reducing the gap to Neo Texan by 5.3. Meanwhile, Laserlost has advanced to 13p, overtaking Hoped 03. Currently, there's an engaging battle for 13p between Laserlost in a Lamborghini Shan FKP 37 and Hoped 03 in a Dodge Viper ACR 08. Neo Texan is making an impressive move, closing the gap by 13.2 and reeling in Aslani 9 and Nikembakim. Meanwhile, Mro 96 is also gaining ground on Hot Wheels Skid 01, reducing the gap by 2.4. Exciting developments on the track. Vice and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 29p, surpassing John Speeder and Amy. It's a tight battle for 29p between Vice and Sir Ironbot in a Lotus Elise SC08 and John Speeder and Amy in an Infiniti Q50 Eau Rouge. Hey there, Sputnik NZ. Welcome back to the race. It's great to have you back in the driver's seat with us. Let's enjoy the excitement together. Vice and Sir Ironbot are rapidly closing in on Neo Texum, reducing the gap by 43.0. Luke Runs and Meyer has advanced to 30p, surpassing John Speeder and Amy. Hot Wheels Skid 01 has been overtaken by Mro 96. Now Hot Wheels Skid 01 is trailing behind in 4th position. Lacroix 1980 has advanced to 5p, surpassing MD 162 and Super Lacroix. The trio of Lacroix 1980, MD 162, and Super Lacroix are fiercely contesting 5p. Mro 96 has gained ground, now at 22p, overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01. Duffed Dad from Team COD is quickly reeling in Hot Wheels Skid 01 from Team Wine and Midnight Runners, closing the gap by 5.8 seconds. Duffed Dad is reeling in Hot Wheels Skid 01, closing the gap by 5.8 seconds. Duffed Dad has made a move up to 24p, overtaking Hot Wheels Skid 01. Gary Z has made an impressive move, taking over the top spot from Baryonyx Warcry. It's a close race at the start with Baryonyx Warcry in the lead. Gary Z is not far behind, followed closely by Okioki 3 as they navigate the first few turns. The competition is heating up. John Speeder and Amy are closing in on Luke Runs and Meyer, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Blue Goose 19 has managed to narrow the gap with Meringram by 9.1. Aslani 9 and Newkembokum are rapidly catching up to Jump 073, reducing the gap by 51.6. Neo Texum has made a move, climbing to 27p after overtaking Aslani 9 and Newkembokum. Hugged03 and his GN7 are in a battle for 14p. Hugged03 is driving a Dodge Viper ACR08 and his GN7 is driving a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. John Speeder and Amy are reeling in Luke Runs and Meyer, closing the gap by 2.6. Hugged03 and his GN7 are locked in a close battle for 14th place. Hugged03 is piloting a Dodge Viper ACR08 while his GN7 is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. VIs and Surianbot are making a strong push, closing the gap on Aslani 9 and Nikembakim by 46.9. Keep an eye on this exciting development. John Speeder and Amy have made a strong move, overtaking Luke Runs and Meyer to secure the 30th position. The Infiniti Q50 Eau Rouge driven by John Speeder and Amy is really showing its potential in this race. It's an intense battle for the 30th spot between these drivers. John Speeder and Amy are making a strong move, closing in on V_Ice and Surianbot, reducing the gap by 2.0 seconds. Komodo 3K and his GN7 are locked in a tight battle for 15th place. Komodo 3K is piloting a Dodge Viper ACR08, while his GN7 is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. Keep an eye on this interesting duel as it unfolds on the track. Komodo 3K and his GN7 are locked in a tight fight for the 15th position, with Komodo 3K in a Dodge Viper ACR08 and his GN7 in a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. Meanwhile, John Speeder and Amy are gaining on VIs and Surianbot, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Komodo 3K and his GN7 are currently in a heated battle for the 15th position. Komodo 3K is piloting the Dodge Viper ACR08, while his GN7 is behind the wheel of a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. Komodo 3K has advanced to 15th place, passing his GN7. John Speeder and Amy are gaining on V_Ice and Surianbot, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Wayne Train 94 is closing in on MD 162 and Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 3.1 seconds. Zagoat 22 from Team Vanguard is quickly reeling in Blue Goose 19, closing the gap by 7.2. Zagoat 22 made a move and is now at 22p after overtaking Blue Goose 19. Duff Dad is rapidly catching up to Blue Goose 19, reducing the gap by 5.9 seconds. Duff Dad is now just 2.8 seconds behind Blue Goose 19. Duff Dad is making a move, closing the gap on Blue Goose 19 by 4.8. Mo 96 has smoothly glided into the 20th position, leaving Merringham in the rearview mirror. It's a close skirmish between Row 96 with the Lamborghini Shan FKP37 and Merringham with the Aston Martin Vantage 18 as they jostle for position. John Speeder and Amy are steadily gaining on VIs and Surayan Bot, decreasing the gap by 2.8 seconds. John Speeder and Amy have made a push, overtaking VIs and Surayan Bot to move up to 29p. Luke is making moves, and Meyer is steadily gaining ground on Vice and Surayan Bot, narrowing the gap by 2.7 seconds. As of now, VIs and Surayan Bot are rapidly catching up to Luke Runs and Meyer, reducing the gap by 11.3 units. Additionally, Hobbed 03 and Komodo 3K are engaged in a battle for the 14th position. Komodo 3K and ESGN 7 continue their fierce battle for the 15th position. Komodo 3K is piloting the Dodge Viper ACR08, while ESGN 7 maneuvers the Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray. Resulti Adhar is making a strong move, closing the gap to Komodo 3K by 34.0. ESGN 7 has advanced to 15p, overtaking Komodo 3K. Currently, ESGN 7 in a Chevrolet Corvette C7 Stingray and Komodo 3K in a Dodge Viper ACR08 are battling it out for 15p. Hey there, J-Mount. Welcome back to the channel. It's great to have you racing with us again. Automobile dash symbol.